Boys, calm down. It doesn't matter who goes first. You're both going to get shown today, so just cool it and no talking until I introduce you. Understand? Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to My Crochet Story. Now today is obviously not Wednesday, but I thought I'd do something a little bit different with you today because I did finally get through with 2 of my little amigurumis from last week, and let me tell you, you think girls are demanding? No. These little boys here have just demanded more attention than really I should have given them, but anyway, they are done. They are ready to make their debut. But before I get to that today, let me say thank you so much for your patience, number 1, in waiting for this amigurumi update. But 2, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Every time that you come in, when I pop up with a video for you to see and enjoy. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome into you as well. Thank you as well so much for being here. I do hope that you will stay till the end of the video, if nothing else, to enjoy the chatter and the banter that I go through with these little amigurumis. And hopefully it will lead you to want to take a few extra moments to go check out all the other content on my channel. And I do hope you'll find something that you like, even if it's just my amigurumi section, and that'll lead you to hit that subscribe button down there in the corner. And hopefully you'll look for the bell with those little hugs on the side, because it'll let you know every time I upload some content. Alright, I finally finished my kitty cat and the IMPKIN. I didn't have any time to work on anybody else. I didn't get to my rabbit. I didn't get to my new little monkey that I have finally finished, folks, writing the pattern for, and I'm really looking forward to showcasing her. I will be, I don't know exactly how I'm going to introduce her other than to obviously show her off, but if there is enough interest, I'm sure I will go ahead and do a step-by-step tutorial on her if you think that might be something that you would enjoy. But that's not about her today. This is about the boys. So first, let me remind you, this first one that I'm going to share with you is he's called Streaky Cat, and he is from this book entitled Magical Amigurumi Toys. Now there will be a link for you down in the description box in which that you can go and purchase him. There are a lot of other amigurumi toys in here that I will be doing in the future. There's obviously rabbits. There's this cute little pony in here. Let me see if I can find him. I definitely have to make him because I love horses. And this one is just, he has a very unique style to him, folks. And I think, well, excuse me, it's Lilia, the pony. But she's taken a different take. Don't you think that's cute? Look at her there. I just really like the fact that she's overemphasized the face and or the head, and I just think she's darling, so I know I have to make one to add to my collection of amigurumis. But anyway, we're not here to talk about here. We're here to talk about Streaky Cat, whose name is Arthur. Now, Arthur has been a joy to create. I mean, he really was one of a kind cat. So this is his finished product. There he is. He will sit, and I'm sorry that I can't put him up on a tabletop here for you to look at to see that he does sit. He has extremely long legs, extremely long tail, and extremely long arms. Now, I will tell you that Arthur and I had a little bit of a discussion about his feet. Now, in the pattern, his feet here have this big bulb at the end, which he does not have a problem with, let me tell you. But you're also supposed to be able to crochet a heel where it looks like he's wearing a little booty sock. I mean, and it's precious, it really is. But I have to confess that I had difficulty in creating the boot or the little sock or the foot, you know. I mean, we just could not get the heel portion to work out right. That's one reason why we are a little late making our debut, because he was insistent on showing himself off this week. He was not going to wait another week. So I don't know. I mean, when you read the row or the couple of rows that create the little boot, the little heel section here, in my mind, I could see it. And probably if I'd gone ahead and tried to graph it out a little bit, I probably would have seen it. But crocheting it up, I could not make it work. The heel for me would always get kind of shifted a little bit, so I went and tried to put in an extra stitch over here so it would straighten it back up. Well, that made it worse. So then I decided, well, I'll just drop off a stitch here to pull it back up, which it did. But then in order to come back to the next row, there was no place in which to find to either make an increase to take care of the stitching. I mean, yeah, it will be something that I will go back and look at and play with just to see if I can make some notes for myself out on the side, because Arthur is definitely going to need a playmate. We have discussed making another author, but it will not be Arthur. I think we're going to call her Annie, and of course there'll be some modifications to her. You know, she's going to need a little dress or a skirt or something, and I would like to be able to do the foot correctly. But you know, he's a boy, he's so laid back. He was like, man, no problem, I can survive without a heel. He says, besides, most of the time I'm just going to be sitting or laying back watching TV, so what's the big deal? I'm not going to be walking that much. He thinks I'm going to wait on him hand and foot. Yeah, that ain't happening. He knows how to get up and go get his own milk and water, and possibly even scoop out his own kitty cat stuff, you know, and sit there and have a bite or two. So anyway, there he is. He was a lot of fun to make. And folks, I don't know if I told you, but when Furl's metal streamlines came out, I bought a size E hook. And so Arthur is made with the size E hook, which I have never done before. It was a little challenging, only because this is a 4-weight Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and I've always used the size F hook. But I've got to tell you, I really liked crocheting using the E hook because the stitches are nice and tight. I had no problems with holes being created whenever I would stuff, and let me tell you, he stuffed pretty tight all over. Probably just about the last, say, quarter of his arms. It says not to stuff so tight because you want it to be able to pull down a little bit, but other than that, I think that I will stick with the size E hook now when I'm using a 4-weight for my amigurumis. But there he is. I do hope that you enjoy seeing him, because let me tell you what, he really was not only a lot of fun to make, he didn't give me, you know, other than the foot, he's just such a laid back little character. I really did, like I say, enjoy working with him. I'm going to sit him off over here on the side. You want to sit up there? Let's see what we can get him to do. Well, he can't sit on my computer. I'm afraid he's going to hit a button or two that we don't want him to hit. All right, now, this next little critter comes from the book Crochet IMPKINS, put out by Megan Lapp. I think I said lad last time. It's lap, L-A-P-P. There will be a link for you down in the description box, so that if you wish to go and pick up one of her books, folks, you will not be disappointed. As the title says up here, there's over 1 million combinations that can be made. You design basically your own Impkin, and she gives you all the tools that you need. There's 2 different body styles, 2 different sets for arms and legs. You can have them standing, you can have them sitting. I mean, there's just so much that you can do. There are different headpieces, hair, no hair. Do you want them to have clothes? Do you want them to have horns, no horns? I mean, just about anything that you can imagine, as you can see here and here on the back. I mean, the sky is the limit, and we all know there's no limit to the sky. But that I have shown you in the past some of the things that you can create from the different patterns that she gives you. I mean, everything that you need in order to make your Impkin is in here. So without further ado, may I introduce to you, please, the are you a Sergeant of Arms? Yes, the Sergeant of Arms from the great kingdom of the Concho Pearl clan, Sir Leopold. Yes, yes, you may bow if you feel it appropriate. There he is. Now, he considers himself the Sergeant of Arms because we all know that every company has to have someone who is in charge of those that serve the Queen. And so Sir Leopold, some time back, appointed himself that position. And of course, Queen Pearl, she didn't mind. She understands that sometimes Impkins can get a little unruly. So yes, you need someone to keep them in line. And so Sir Leopold stepped up and was very gracious to accept the position, or to appoint himself to the position, I think we should say. Yes, you know you did that. Anyway, these are not horns, folks. This is part of his headdress, because he wants everyone to know, not just by his demeanor or by his stature, that when they see this coming from a distance, they know that they need to whip themselves into shape, or at least to pretend to be working when he is around. Now, he has this lovely little collar, or caplet as he calls it, just to give him a little bit more air of authority. And of course, he loves his little tail, that because he was not about to wear a coat. No, 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 no. Not even a beautiful little, I could have made him a nice little shoulder caplet. No, no, that's not what he wanted. But he did finally settle on this beautiful little curly, it's not a tail, folks. No, 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 it's not a tail. It is, what did we decide we were going to call it? No, I was going to call it just a hot mess, but what did you decide you wanted to call it? His train. There you go. That is his train, because everyone that has any connection with the court has to have a train. So there you go. That's his train. But Leopold has graciously taken over the position of making sure the other Impkins stay in line. And yes, he finds himself providing a great service to the Queen of the Concho Pearl clan. So that's what I have for you today. I do hope that you have enjoyed my conversational expose on these 2 little amigurumis for the week. Yep, there we go. All right, boys. just take a rest, all right, for a few minutes while I wrap this up. Thank you very much. So next week, I cannot promise that you'll be seeing my newest creation of amigurumis, my completed amigurumi with the little bunny rabbit, because I will be traveling over the next 3, 4, 5 days. So that's all I have for you for today, folks. Thank you so much for staying here with me. I hope you've made it this far. And if you have, please be sure to leave your thumbprint. Be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section, even if it's just to say hi. And one last thing, please consider sharing out the video, because I'm sure everybody loves looking at amigurumis. So until next time, let me remind you, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your special light that they need to see. I love you all, and thanks again for being here. Bye.